Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching or tuning in. It is Monday. Happy Monday, second official week of 2025. And we have a direct message this morning. I'm going to give it some time for, YouTube to do its thing. If it's your first time tuning into a live, welcome. My name is Terry. Each and every morning I come on before I have to sign into work around 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. If after watching this live and tuning into this live, if you enjoy the energy here, if you enjoy the vibe, if you enjoy positive messages in the morning before you have to sign in or go to work or watch them while you're at work, this is a place for you, and I will highly appreciate it if you consider subscribing to the channel so you can join the Terry Sharper Catching the Major Vibe. So it is Monday, y'all. So I'm signing into my systems, right? So I know on Mondays, I'm getting a message saying, access denied. Access denied. I'm like, oh my gosh, come on. I know I'm entering in the right password. I was like, it always has to be an update over the weekend that makes you want to come in on a Monday morning to update all the passwords. First of all, it's passwords from different systems, and I try to keep it the same so I don't have to remember different passwords. But now it's off because now one system password is updated before the other system password. But whatever. Um, that's not the message this morning. The message this morning is we are going to talk about making your next move your best move. And I am super excited for this message. This message isn't just for those that are tuning in. This message is actually for me. So I woke up this morning, I'm like, okay, what is the overall theme? What is the overall message for today, for this week, that we can provide and we can share? And the topic for today is making your next move your best move. I hope you all had an amazing weekend. I did. Honestly, I was looking forward to it snowing. So the East Coast, Atlanta, other places in North Carolina got all this snow. They were able to go out, build snowmen, and do snow angels and literally play frolic, right? I'm looking forward to doing that. Charlotte got a sprinkle. If that, y'all, it was literally a sprinkle of dusting. Um, yeah, so I was like, okay, we prepared, like we got food, like we were ready, snacks, everything. Like we about to get stuck in the house. Good morning, happy Monday. We thinking we about to get all this big snow. So I'm working Friday, and this is when it was supposed to happen. So I'm working Friday. I have the window in front of me, and I'm like, just waiting like a kid, and just waiting on it to start snowing. I'm like, okay, where is it? Where is it? So it starts probably around like 1 or 2 o'clock, I think. And I'm like, okay, it's coming down pretty good. It's starting to stick on the deck. I see it, in the grass, trying to gather up in the middle of the grass. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna get a good snow. I'm gonna be able to play outside in the snow after I get off. Nope, none. Hi from Japan. Hello, I'm coming to Japan in December. Tell me the best place I need to visit in Japan. But before we get into it, because we do have a message for today. So I just wanted to come on, give you all some time to come in for YouTube to do his thing. But we do have a message this morning. Good morning. Our message this morning, our topic is making your next move your best move. Um, this is like confirmation to me for somebody that's coming in, that's in Japan. Y'all, I'm big, honestly. I share my vision board. I shared my vision board on one of my videos. I can't remember exactly which one. Go watch a video. It's in one of those videos. And I talked about me going to Japan in December 2025 for my 35th birthday. So just to have someone coming in and they're from Japan, like that's just all the confirmation that I need. Okay, so let's get into it. Don't want to keep you holding because I do got to sign on to work at 10 a.m. in the next 20 or something minutes. Good morning, good morning. Happy Monday, y'all. Make the next move your best move. Even if you have to kind of pop out, pop in. I do save these lives so you can watch it. So when we talk about making our next move our best move, what does this mean? Oh, I'm jealous. I wanted snow so bad. I wanted snow so bad here in Charlotte, North Carolina, but we didn't get it. Hopefully we get it sometime soon before winter is up. Um, so I was thinking this morning, right, as I'm getting ready, as I am getting my day started, like what is the overall theme for this week? What is the overall message for this week for myself, for other people? And I think a lot of us, what came over me is that a lot of us get hung up on at the start of the new year, right? There are so many things that we want to do. There's so many goals we want to tackle. There are so many things we want to accomplish, right? And having so many things that you want to accomplish and goals that you want to reach can literally prevent you from sometimes doing anything, right? Because sometimes you become in your head and overwhelm steps in, right? And even me specifically, when I think about my vision board and I look at this vision board each and every day, it's hung up on my wall. When I get out of my bed and I'm looking at this vision board, and most of these things in the natural seem impossible for me to do within year 2025, because where I currently am and what's on the vision board, there's a long space between where I am and accomplishing these things that I put on my vision board, right? So when I think about it, when I look at this, sometimes I'm like thinking that I myself have to do the impossible. And you might be thinking this as well, right? When you think about your life and think about you want to be better in 2025 and all these goals that you want to reach. If you are like me, maybe you have been focusing a lot of your attention on accomplishing the impossible too soon, right? So what if we think about it like this? Literally just making your next move your best move. Picking one move, whatever that best move that you can think of would be your next best move, and doing that. Instead of thinking that, oh, I need to do the impossible, and no, we don't have to do the impossible, right? The only thing that we need to do, the only thing that I need to do is we need to take our step, right? Think about what your next best move is. Take that step and let God do the rest, right? No longer am I trying to be Superwoman. No longer should you try to be Superwoman or Superman. Literally free yourself of that, right? Because this has been something that has really been weighing me down and bothering me, I would say, because I have such grand goals and visions for my life. And sometimes I put myself in a place where I'm kind of going above or wanting to accomplish the impossible. And I need to know, I need to submit, right? I need to do what it is that I can do best and leave the rest to God, literally. So my goal this week, when I think about doing my next best move, I want to do my part. I want to do my part, but not only that, I'm going to release control. I'm going to do everything in my power to release control. Once I decide what my next best move is, from there, I'm going to let God do the work, right? Release control. Let God handle what I cannot control. Because I've been trying to control it all. And trying to control it all, what I realize is it leads to, honestly, it leads you into a whirlwind of spiraling really out of control, because you're trying to hold on to so much control that if something goes wrong, like you're beating yourself up, or if you don't accomplish something at this particular time, like all these negative thoughts and emotions start to overtake you. But it's like, if I can just focus on making my next move my best move, from there, focus on making the next move my best move, and knowing and being secure in the fact that I'm doing my best, then I'm doing my part, right? Let God handle the rest. And another thing that I want to say is it's okay to not have it all figured out. It's okay to not have the exact plan that you might have on your vision board and all these different things. And it's like, how am I going to get all of this accomplished? It's okay to not have it all figured out on January the 13th, Monday, January the 13th, right? It's okay. The only thing that I'm focusing on this week is making my next move my best move. My next move that I know for a fact that I need to do is, excuse me, I've been consistent with YouTube, right? I've been consistently showing up on live. This is like my 5th week coming on every morning before I have to go into work. Just coming on chit-chatting or sharing a word like I'm doing today. And I've been consistently posting, uploading videos, probably like right at 2 to 3 a week. So doing that, I absolutely enjoy it. It feels like the right thing that I'm doing. But my next move beyond that has to be a stretch for me, right? It has to be a stretch for me. And I'm going to take time to figure out what that is. Like, I think it's outside of just coming in front of the camera, but going actually into the community, right? Bringing you all along with me in the Charlotte community, just to even more so broadcast my message of letting people know that, make your next move your best move, and you have the ability to identify your purpose. You have the ability to really truly identify the things that make you happy and work towards that so you can ultimately leave your mark on the world. However you envision your life, we all have the ability to bring that into the world and bring that to pass. Next move is making a 12-week year system stick. Yes, I think that it will be a great foundation for the next phase of my life. Good point. Good point. I actually have you read the book, The 12-Week Year? I read that last year, and great book. And honestly, some of the things that I have written on this whiteboard back here are from the 12-week year, and how you can literally check in with yourself once you establish your goal, once you establish your next best move, your 1 to 2 things you want to focus on the next 3 months in accomplishing. Literally, there's a checklist of things that you can go through to make sure those day-to-day activities align with your overall big goal. So definitely breaking those big goals down into 12-week increments, it's helpful for sure. For sure. For the few that are tuning in, do you know what your next best move will be to move you in the right direction of accomplishing your goals in 2025? Or are you still taking some time to figure it out? I think I entered my password too many times incorrectly. It's Monday. It definitely is Monday, but we are here with it. It's a great Monday. It's going to be a great week. It's going to be an amazing week. Let's try this again. Okay. All right. There we go. Sometimes when they say the password is incorrect, I know for a fact it seems like I'm entering in the same thing, but that's neither here nor there. All right, so we are set up. Yeah. So that is my next move. My next move is we're taking the tribe outside in the public. And I'm so reluctant to say this because it's what makes me most nervous, y'all. This is a huge stretch for me to go outside and to like, I don't know, because I would consider myself more introverted type person. So to go outside and literally just walk up to and talking to strangers about, do you currently operate in, your dream life? Like, are you working your dream job? Do you believe you're created for a purpose? And just to kind of survey people in the local community, just to get people's mind to start to think that there's a lot there. The world is abundant. There's a lot beyond where you currently are. If you aren't satisfied, if you're unfulfilled where you are, then in 2025, you absolutely have the power to change that. So we're taking this outside. We're taking the tribe outside in the local Charlotte community, just to kind of get a pulse of people and what they do on a day-to-day, week by week, right? And see if, find the people that are currently living their dream lives. Like, I want to talk to those group of people, and I want to hear their stories. I feel like that's what makes us all relatable when we come together and we open up about our journeys, our stories, because the life that we desire to live, there are other people that are living the lives currently that they desire to live. And then sometimes people feel like their present circumstances, they can't see beyond that because they haven't had an encounter with someone that has, you know, reached that level of, or design that level of life that they are wanting to design for themselves. So it is my goal to take the tribe outside in the local Charlotte community for us to hit the ground running. It is going to be the absolute most nerve, like, I don't know, it's definitely going to make me nervous. But I think when you think about the title of this live, making your next move your best move, I think your next move should stretch you enough that it's almost scary and fearful, right? When you think about your next move, making your next move your best move, your biggest move, right? And once you think of that, if it doesn't like come with, you know, almost like, oh my gosh, like that's wild, or it's kind of like scary, it's out of your comfort zone, then that probably is confirmation that that's probably your next best move to like push you into the direction that you should be going. Because oftentimes the things that we fear serve as a block from getting us to where we ultimately want to go. And in 2025, I no longer want fear to be the barrier in between the life I desire to live. And if I no longer want fear to be the barrier between the life that I desire to live, then that means that if fear is present, I still have to act anyway. The only way to get over that fear is to act. The longer I sit there and think like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared to do this. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous to do this. Oh my gosh, like what if people aren't receptive to my message? Oh my gosh, what if people don't understand me, or they shut me off, or something like doesn't go right? All these things start going in your head before you even start, because that's just fear just bubbling up, bubbling up, bubbling up. Your stomach starts to turn, hands get all clammy, and it's like, oh goodness, I know I'm supposed to be doing this. I know this is my next best move, but it's so scary. And I am going to commit to doing the scary thing. I'm going to commit to doing the scary thing this week. And like I committed to doing the scary thing, even with, if you aren't new to my YouTube lives, I committed to doing even the scary thing with live. Like for a few weeks, I was just like, I'm not coming on. I'm not doing live. I had been on YouTube. It's easier when you are a creator and you are uploading a YouTube video. It's edited. It's together. Whatever I want to share the world, it's edited, right? But when you think about live, it's like you can't edit live. If you mess up, if whatever, if people come in the live, people drop out of the live, and people interact with the live, people don't interact with the live. I got out of my own way with that. I just, one morning I said, you know what? I'm just going to go live before I have to go into work. And I like doing it. And then after I did, I was like, you know what? That's not even that bad. Sometimes I'm in here talking to myself. I don't care. Because just the fact that I got over that fear of going live, and I've been doing it here probably like 5 weeks straight consecutively. And some lives are probably, excuse me, some lives are probably better than others or more helpful than others. But just the mere fact of, I got over my personal fear. I made the commitment to come on just to spend time with my tribe of people, spread positive energy, positive vibes, give a message here and there. And then also tell you all like the stuff that I'm still fearful of, and providing a place to say, that's normal. No one is in this world, or creator, whoever you're looking up to, is like, oh my gosh, they're so confident, they do everything. They just, just seem to be living this free life. The only thing that they did was they pushed past their fears. They did it anyway. They did it scared. They did it fearful. They did it without any money. They did it with the aesthetic not being right. They did it with the hair not being done. They did it with makeup not being on. They did it with nails not being on. Just do it. Like, sometimes we just get in our head about, before we even want to act on the things that we genuinely want to do, we judge ourselves, right? Sometimes we can be our own worst enemy. Made a video about that. We judge ourselves, right? Stop judging yourself. Literally, talk to yourself kindly. Show yourself unconditional love, and pump yourself up. Be your biggest cheerleader, right? We judge ourselves. Sometimes we are judged by other people, right? That doesn't feel well, especially when you are wanting to embark on a new journey, especially when you are trying to reach new goals, the one thing that you are probably longing for and yearning for is for someone to affirm you, right? You're looking for someone to pat you on the back, to, to cheer you on or whatever. But I really empathize for the people that don't personally have those cheerleaders, because sometimes you have to be your biggest cheerleader. If no one is telling you, yeah, this is what you're supposed to be doing, like I believe in you or whatever, you at your core, once you identify the thing that you truly want to do, once you identify your next move, making your next move your best move, regardless of what outside people may be saying, noise or whatever, you have to have the confidence to push past that fear, push past being apprehensive about and not really knowing what the outcome is going to be. Just make the move. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. The next move this week, I'm going to commit to, we're taking it outside. And I'm going to record too, as confirmation that I made my next move my best move, regardless of the fear. I pushed past it. If you're wanting to see this, if you want to see Terry, like, look, Terry, she said she was fearful, but she got out there anyway. She did it anyway. Was it perfect? Might not be perfect. On the first time, it might not be perfect, but it's okay. I'm still going to do it. If these are the things that you're interested in, if you're looking for people that are wanting to, push past where they currently are to really create a life that you desire to live, then this is a place for you. 9 minutes, I'm signing on, so we are about to be out. I appreciate each and every one of you that have tuned in, whether it was for a second, whether you stuck around for the entirety of the live, or if you're watching a replay. I appreciate it. It doesn't go unnoticed. Feel free to tune in tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We are here back at it with it. Also, I would appreciate if you consider subscribing to the channel. Subscribe to the channel so you can join the Terry's Tribe. We're catching a major vibe, y'all, because we'll be coming back with another video and a live. Let's go.